Howdy ho, everybody. My name's the Math Prof, and welcome back to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. So when we last left off, we were going through the castle, getting some bits, and now we're going to start opening up these chests and make our way forward. So if you remember, there was a locked door on the other side of this little hallway that we have to get through, so that's what that key's for. Honey syrup will restore 5 of our FP. I think this is actually the first time we're seeing a item that will restore FP. It's been available to us before, but it's the first time we've had it. So that actually might come in handy coming up. Because, spoiler alert, we're getting close to the end of this dungeon. Let's see. I couldn't get around him. Alright, let me take care of him real quick, and I'll meet you on the other end. Alright, what a joke, that guy. What a chump. And now that he's out of our way, we can finally continue on. Oh, look, another hallway full of menacing skeletons. So, we're probably going to end up fighting. Aha! Alright, let me take care of this guy. Alright, and we're making our way down the hallway. Now, I always thought it's funny, notice that one window right here doesn't have anything on it. After the last puzzle where we kind of had to use an open window to get through, it always made me think can I jump up there? But I promise you can't. Alright, now I'm going to take care of this guy too because he's going to totally be in my way. And I'll see you in a bit. Alright, piece of cake as always. And now we have another little Triforce symbol. Once again, hey, maybe I have to use this power that I found in the dungeon. Get up. And then we go up. Now, I always hated this part because it's such a tiny little ledge. And if you notice over there, hey, look, a star piece. But I always felt like one little wrong move and I would fall off. It still makes me anxious. I don't know. No, there's nothing over here. Okay. So we can get on through. And then we saw that star piece over there. So, okay, good. Hopefully we're going to get it and not fall off. That's what I really like about, GameCube games is if you hold to the right, you will walk to the right. There's no precarious platforming necessarily. It's just, no, I promise I have enough space for you to walk on. You're not going to fall off despite what you think. And then we're finally going to use this paper platform we passed beforehand just to get that shine sprite. I think that was one of the first harder plane sections. You saw how we got there, but it was a little tight. As they go on, the plane sections are going to get a little closer and a little closer and a little closer. Oh, look, a key. Go up all of those stairs? I think I gotta jump! Now, the reason I did that is if you remember before, this pathway, we couldn't get up here before. But now that we dropped this block, we can, and we get Last Stand P. Drops damage your allies take by 1/2 when in danger. So danger, again, is when you're 5 HP or lower. So whenever our allies have 5 HP or lower, they'll basically take half the amount of damage. I don't think that it zeroes it out. I think it'll only deal, if it's 2, it'll be 1, but if it's 1, it's still 1. Don't quote me on that. But I now have to trek all the way back up, so I'm going to do that, and I will see you once I get back up top. Alright, we are back, and that was easy. It only took maybe about 30-45 seconds, so not a huge deal to get that badge. I'm personally not going to use it, but I definitely want to show, hey, this is how you get it. And if you look here, hey, another useful thing. Cool. I guess we'll just hold on to that. And then we get a bigger door out. Let's see. We're outside. Now, I'm going to do my best to avoid these guys simply because and just as I say that. So I'm actually going to take this time to kind of point out something to do with the leveling system. So as you remember, every time we get 100 star points, we level up. Now, of course, the game developers knew, hey, I can't just let you fight the same guy over and over and over again and let you level up that way. So fortunately, too, they all attacked Koops. Remember, Koops has 1 defense naturally, so everything didn't do any damage. But anyway, I think if you recall, at the beginning of the game, Goombas were giving us 3 star points. When we had to find those punks down in the sewer, they gave us 3 star points. Well, now, when I take care of this guy, he gives us 2 star points. And I think... Let me see. I'm going to multi-bounce so I can send some enemies on the ground for Koops. That this guy here will give us 1 star point. So as we level up, enemies are going to give us less and less star points, meaning we can't just grind indefinitely at the same place. And eventually, enemies will actually give us 0 star points. However, unlike the first game, in the first game, once you leveled up past enemies, they would give you nothing. This game will give you 1 star point per battle, no matter what. So even if you are going to like get no star points for anything, you will get 1 star point. So if you really wanted to, you could theoretically grind 100 battles in order to level up. I don't recommend it. Later on, there's going to be something a little bit easier to do that's going to be more rewarding. Now, if you notice too that Shy Guy went backstage and messed with stuff, yeah, that'll happen sometimes. But the cool thing is we got what's known as electrified. If an enemy tries to touch us, they'll be shocked. Now, we still take damage, but they're going to end up taking 1 damage for having touched us. So I'm going to let this Coop stand up so that we can see if we can see that in action. Oh, and I missed. Cool. Ah, so he's in a shell, so it's actually not going to work out like I thought it would. Dang. Also, too, the electrify ability is great with those fuzzies. If you're electrified and they try to suck on you, they'll just take 1 damage because their animation takes so long, but they get zapped the second they touch you. That's like the perfect defense against a fuzzy is to just be electrified because then they won't be able to do anything to you. Even if you mess, like, an action command won't worry. So, now let's see. Alright, there we go. Whew, a little serpentine. And then we go up. Again, this is another level where it's like, hey, look at the cool GameCube abilities, because you have the giant castle, which it was not that big when we walked in. The curvy giant tower. Like, this screen is huge. Look at that. Like, they really just wanted to show it off, and I don't blame them. But that's what this scene is basically for. It's, hey, look at the power of the GameCube. So we make our way up here, and I'm going to fight this... No? Ah, okay. Let me take care of this guy, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, and, well, we climbed the tower. We made our way through the castle. And then here we have an ominous-looking door, a save block, and an HP block. I'm sure I don't have to tell all of you that we're about to get a boss fight. Hit this block to replenish all the HP. Yeah, so we haven't hit them yet, so it has to tell us the little tutorial. Yeah, it costs money, I get it, but it's totally worth it here. Save, yes. Perfect, thank you. You know, just in case things go bad. And then I'm going to switch to Goombella. And then I'm also going to put on some extra badges. Now, I'm not going to put on the Power Plus, but I'll put this one on because I can. And then there's this badge. Now, I didn't talk about this badge when we got it. But what this does is it changes the sound effect for Mario's attack. I'm not sure off the head what the jump sounds like, but the hammer sounds like a cricket. So if we get this badge and equipped it, it's going to make this boss fight easier. Now, I don't know why they incorporated this feature into this first boss fight. It's about the only time that we see this like gimmick of, hey, you can equip something to make the boss easier. Later on down the road, at least to my knowledge, there's nothing that does that for the other bosses that makes it like, hey, if you do this one very special thing, it'll be super easier. Just this first one, and I guess maybe they're like, well, if you just want to get into the game, we'll give you a way to do it. Who dares approach me? Ay, 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 Zordon. Yeah, it's a giant paper dragon. Again, I love the effect of the paper here for Hooktail. Like, I think it's so cool. And I'm pretty sure you could actually build this in real life. Don't quote me on that, and I definitely couldn't. I don't have the artistic ability, but I'm sure there's something out there if you, like, Google search, like, Hooktail IRL and see this guy. Huh. So, you are friends of the strange garbed one who came earlier. I didn't expect more to come to steal the treasure I protect. Such rashness. Yeah, unless they're talking about our mousy thief, I have no idea who they're talking about, the strange cloaked, or strange garbed people.
That was foolish, I fear. Do you really think you can beat me?
Yeah, I'm Mario, of course I can.
But you're so small, and you don't appear tasty. I suppose you might make a good snack. At the bottoms of your feet smell like they might make good sauce with some spices. What I'll do is saute you to crispy goodness and gobble you down head first.
Can dragons see anything besides well done? Like, kind of like fire breath, like, oops, I guess I burned it. So I hope dragons have a good taste for burnt stuff. And with that, we are in our first official boss.
Snack time, little appetizer. But which one of you morsels should I taste first?
So we can't flee the fight. What I always love too about like boss fights and special fights is that our audience always kind of changes. Notice here we have not only a full audience at 50, but a whole bunch of toads. I think toads too, so each audience member has its own special quirk. I think toads don't hurt us at all, like they can only help us out. So, well, you know what? Let's start off with a tattle. Let's see what we're up against. Let's see. That's Hooktail. Max HP is 20, attack is 5, defense is 1. It'll stomp and munch on you. And it has more dragonish attacks. Stinky, fiery breath. It's tricky, especially when it's losing, and it'll try to fool you into being merciful. Oh yeah, and one more thing. It hates things that start with Cur and end in Ike. Supposedly there's something related to that somewhere in the castle. Did we find it? Like, thanks for telling me now when we can't flee. But like I said before, we did totally find it. So I'm going to power smash him to start.
Blah, that sounds awful. That awful sound. It sounds like a cricket. How did you know? Stop that this instant. I got a really bad food poisoning once when I ate a cricket. I hate them. Oh, fight it, Hooky. Just hearing a cricket chirp makes me feel woozy.
So yeah, so whenever we use this in this battle, what's going to happen is his defense is going to drop, and his attack is going to drop every single time we use this. So now I should be able to get 2 damage off of him, because his defense is gone, and now his attack's going to go down more because of the hammer.
Oh, must not hit. Yeah, my poor tummy is so very woozy.
And what that means is Goombella is going to be able to do her thing too. Yeah, I'm not so good with the blocking here. Let's do another power smash. Woohoo! I always love the super fancy one. So if you remember that Flame Breath did 3 before, I was able to block it this time and it did nothing. So this boss gets super easy if you have this badge on. And again, I really don't know why they incorporated it in here. I mean, I like the gimmick, but then I don't know why they didn't do it more often. Like, I like the writing of it in, him getting sick, the story behind him getting food poisoning, that's totally relatable, but then they never do it again. I was hoping I could get that one, I wouldn't mind some. But we're gonna end him here. 0.
Oh, wait, hold up a moment. I give up. Please. I won't be so bad anymore, I promise. In fact, I'm sorry for everything. Yeah, to prove it, I will give you 1,000 coins. What do you say? Can you forgive me?
So, I don't know if you've noticed, but our coin count can actually only go up to 999. So this guy's totally lying to us. So, thanks, but no thanks.
What? You must be joking. You don't need any coins? Then how about the lovely, rare, extra special badge that I have? I'll give you that. It's one of a kind, and it's yours for a limited time only. Will you take it?
I love this one, too, because I think that that badge that he's talking about is the one that our Mousy Thief stole. So he actually doesn't have it, so he's lying again. So I like that we can see right through him. Like, I think that's why they put it in there. It's like, no, you don't have a super rare badge, you Mr. Meanie.
Really? Well, I suppose I could apologize by letting you smell the bottoms of my feet. People pay good money to do this. I'm being completely honest right now. Really. So, care to take a whiff of the rich yet delicate scent of my world-renowned feet?
Not into that sort of thing, so no thank you. Now, quick note, if you actually do say yes to any of these, you won't die, but he'll hit you for quite a bit of damage. I don't feel like going through this fight again, but that's what it would look like. No thank you. Totally not into that.
You aren't very trusting fellow, are you? It's important to be able to trust someone, you know. I guess I better...
Yay, we won! He ate the toads! And got 10 HP. That's just terrible!
Now my strength has returned to me.
That's it. Enough of this. Let's finish him off once and for all, Mario. So, yeah, that's why they put the gimmick of all of the toads in there, because he eats them. That fiend. But even in the second phase, the same trick still worked. And notice he took 6, so his defense was still super low.
Why do I always have to feel so faint every time I hear cricket?
And notice, too, as we hit them, the poor toads get to get out. So they're not dead. They were just fused with him to provide power. Yeah, so notice, even in this second phase, his same attack defense that he had from the first phase is still the same. And with that, and one more stylish ending, we have done it. We have slain the dragon.
How? Why? There is still so much I wanted to do with my life. So many meals.
And of course, it's our points meaning that, yay, we actually did do it. Whew! Easy peasy. Again, especially with that cricket badge. Don't ask me what the point of that was. We never see that gimmick again, but makes this fight great. Yes, we did it, Mario! All we have to do now is search for that crystal star we can't seem to locate. Bloop. Hi, Mr. Turtle Man.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm finally out.
Whoa, it can't be.
Eh?
Dad, who invited you to the party? You were supposed to stay in my pocket, Mr. Man.
Hey, you're Coops. Hey, son, you've gotten so big since I last saw you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess I have, but who cares, Dad? I mean, golly, what happened to you? Where have you been all this time?
Well, I came here a while back to deal with Hooktail, and all was well and good. But just before my finishing blow, he played a trick on me and gobbled me down whole. You wanted to smell his feet, didn't you?
Yeah, we knew we know what happened. You wanted to smell his feet.
I've been hiding in my shell for the 10 years since then, inside Hooktail's belly. And boy, was it nasty. Yeah, I'm so glad I finally get out.
So, in order to live in there for 10 years, he had to be eating something. And Hooktail only ate other turtles and men. So, did he go cannibal to stay alive for the last 10 years? And he seems totally okay with that fact. So, I suggest that we not bring him back to the village. Honestly, Dad, don't you know how worried about you we all were? For 10 young years, well, we thought your game was over.
Oh, sorry, son, but I'm okay. That's good, right? We're together now, right?
I mean, he should have been dead, just so we're clear, too.
Hey, speaking of which, what are you doing here anyway?
Oh, come on, Dad. I came here to defeat Hooktail, who's been wreaking havoc in town. And Mr. Mario here is looking for a gem called the Crystal Stars.
Crystal Star? This wouldn't be what you're talking about, would it?
It is beautiful. So yeah, not only did Hooktail eat it, which means it's nasty, but he decided, oh, this looks pretty, I'm going to take it out of the belly of the dragon. I would rather, not be touching that right now, thanks.
I found it down there in Hooktail's belly. Nice, huh? I kept it as a souvenir.
Why would you want a souvenir?
So, this is the thing you're looking for? Perfect, just perfect. You can have it.
Me?
Come now, I won't take no for an answer. You Coop's friend. Please take it.
And I saved your life. Like, you owe me at least this. Oh, yeah. And we got it. You got a crystal star! And you learned the special move, Earth Tremor. Earth Tremor is like one of my favorites. We're totally going to see it coming up soon. End of chapter! Mario and friends finally got a crystal star in the castle after defeating Hooktail. Koops even reunited with his long-lost father, whom he thought was dead. Yet they were unable to learn anything about the whereabouts of the princess. Where could Princess Peach be? Yes, Mario's adventure had only just begun. Alright, well that is the end of Chapter 1, and with that, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts or comments that you want to give me, please throw them down in the comment section below. I really will read them. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and like and subscribe to let me know that I'm doing a good job. And with that, I bid you farewell. Okay, bye!